The Strength Within, a woman's fight for her freedom. Once upon a time, in a busy city, there lived a woman named Maya. She was kind and always put others' needs before her own. She worked hard at her corporate job, but her efforts went unnoticed and her talents were ignored. At home, she took care of her family and friends, but often at the cost of her own happiness. Maya's life was full of expectations: what society wanted, what her family needed, and her own pressure to keep everything running smoothly. But deep inside, she felt empty, like she was stuck in a life that wasn't really hers. The dreams she once had as a young girl, dreams of independence, adventure, and creativity, had been buried under all the responsibilities. One evening, after a tough day at work, where she was unfairly blamed for something she didn't do, Maya stood on her apartment balcony, looking up at the stars. It felt like the universe was reminding her that life could be more than what she had settled for. In that quiet moment, something changed. Maya realized that she had been living her life for everyone else but not for herself. It wasn't easy, but Maya knew she had to change. She started by speaking up at work. She told her boss that her contribution were being overlooked. Her voice, which had stayed silent for so long, became strong and confident. Her boss, surprised by her strength, had no choice but to recognize her value. With this small victory, Maya's confidence began to grow. Next, Maya set boundaries at home. She told her family that she needed time for herself, to follow her passion, to rest, and to remember who she was. At first, some family members didn't understand, but Maya stayed firm. Over time, they began to respect her space and admired her for taking control of her life. Maya also reconnected with her old love for painting, something she hadn't done in years. She set up a small art studio in her apartment, and her art started to reflect her journey, bold, fearless, and full of life. She shared her work online, and to her surprise, many women connected with her story. They too had felt lost in their lives. Maya's story became one of empowerment. She didn't just stand up for herself but also for other women who needed to find their voices. She organized gatherings and online forums where women could share their stories, support each other, and find the courage to pursue their own dreams. Maya's life wasn't perfect, but she had found her freedom. She had learned the most important lesson: the power to change her life had always been within her. What dreams have you set aside? What parts of yourself are waiting to be rediscovered? The first step to fighting for yourself is realizing you're worth the fight.